Hi there, today's case is about Tina Marie Finley. She went missing from Plummer, Idaho on March 7th, 1988 and has never been found. At any time, if you feel overwhelmed watching this video, just please turn it off and return at a later time. I know some of these cases are hard to hear. Also, if you like this shirt, I will put a link to it in the comments. It is from mikarose.com. She's a very talented native artist. She has t-shirts and digital prints for sale. Onto the case. Tina was born August 25th, 1962. She was a Coeur d'Alene tribal member and resided on the reservation at the time she disappeared. Tina had 6 other siblings. They were raised in an alcoholic household and dealt with many hardships. Tina and her siblings were later separated and placed into different foster homes due to the challenges in their home. Many foster homes are not any safer than the troubled homes the children are removed from. At age 14, Tina decided to run away from her foster home. Her sister Marlene Justice believes she may have been sexually abused in her foster home. This would be around the year 1976. She first went to Seattle for a bit and then on to San Jose, California. I could not locate any information on who Tina stayed with while she was away. When Tina was 17, she called her uncle, Felix Arepa, and asked if he could buy her a bus ticket home. He did, and she stayed with him on the reservation. This would probably be about the year 1979. While at home, she learned to cook, clean, and take on responsibilities. It was much needed order Tina needed in her life. Felix loved her like she was his own daughter, and he enjoyed her company and looked after her. Tina grew into a nice young lady. She took care of herself and was described as always dressing in very nice clothing. She always wanted to look her best. On March 7th, 1988, Tina's uncle is reported to have dropped her off at the Tribal Housing Authority in Plummer. From there, it is believed she went to a nearby bar to play pool. From there, she went to the nearby town of Tensed to attend a birthday party. From what I have read, it seems like a house party. Investigators believe she met the people responsible for her disappearance here. She was not driving at the time, so it is believed she just caught rides with friends. After making an appearance at the birthday party, it is believed she went to the Circle H Saloon in Tensed. There she played pool and visited friends. It was not stated how she arrived at the saloon, but when it was time to go, an acquaintance gave her a ride home. He said he dropped her off a quarter-mile away from her home at the end of her driveway. He more than likely just dropped her off at the corner and she walked from there. The same man passed a polygraph about the above statement. I should note that polygraphs are basically used as a measuring tool. Many variants come into play and can disrupt the results. They are not allowed to be used in court because of this. It should be noted that it was raining heavily that night. It is not specified if it was raining when he said she was dropped off. Tina was a free spirit. She would often leave home days at a time, but always return. As her family anxiously awaited her return, they noticed she did not take any of her makeup or clothing with her. She also left behind an uncashed check. It appeared as if she planned to return after leaving home that night on March 7th. And her family reported her missing March 23rd, 1988. She has become the Coeur d'Alene tribe's only unsolved missing persons case. April 8th, 1988. Tina's purse and shoes were found along Highway 95, which is the main road through the reservation. April 11th, 1988. After her purse and shoes were found, about 50 people searched for her near the highway and on the back roads near Plummer. A search of an abandoned house and car in DeSmet located some of her belongings and a business letter belonging to someone who is now a suspect. Fall 1988. Her jacket is found in a home located in Plummer. In 1991, divers searched a small pond on the reservation back road. In 1992, a road worker found a grave-sized pit at McCroskey State Park. Law enforcement believes this may have been a grave for Tina, but the persons involved had second thoughts. Her purse, shoes, and jacket were found. The only thing really left that was found in this met would have to be maybe her blouse, pants, underwear, or maybe her wallet if she had one separate from her purse. There would be really nothing else left to find. A Spokesman Review article dated March 3, 1996 states that two suspects were given polygraphs and failed. The suspects were not named, but it is believed that they are individuals that had her jacket and who had their letter found with her belongings. The same article also mentioned someone using her social security number in Oregon. The person using the number made it up and it just happened to be Tina's. This person was not linked in any type of way to Tina. Jack Hale, criminal investigator for the BIA, got Tina's case in April 1994 when he was transferred from Oregon to Plummer. He worked tirelessly on her case, building a file several inches deep. He conducted several interviews and followed up on every lead. He believes he knows who killed her and what transpired that night. He just can't prove it enough to have the case stick in court. There is a screenshot posted on the Justice for Tina Marie Finley Facebook page that has Mr. Jack Hale's thoughts on the matter. He speaks of the suspects and one of their girlfriends at the time. A Facebook search indicates that she has children with the same last name as one of the suspects. The only thing I will say from this is that he speculates that Tina is buried down a septic hole. Jack Hale was promoted in September 1995 and was relocated to Arizona. He tied up his work on the case, doing everything in his power to solve it and bring Tina home. The last thing he did before leaving town was hang up fresh missing posters of Tina. However, he is stuck with the burden of proof. No one will talk. People are afraid of speaking to law enforcement out of the fear of being harmed and being labeled as a snitch. The case is almost 33 years old. The person involved are getting older and memories are fading and people die. Tina was born August 25th, 1962. She was 25 years old at the time she went missing. She was last seen March 7th, 1988 in Plummer, Idaho on the Coeur Reservation. She was last seen wearing a gray jacket, brown slacks, and high heels. She is 5'6", 135 pounds, brown hair and eyes. The FBI is offering a $10,000 reward. If someone knows something, please say something. Tina's family needs closure and would like to give her a proper burial. There is a $10,000 reward in the case. If you have any information concerning this case, please contact the FBI's Salt Lake City Field Office tip line at 801-579-6636 or your local FBI office. I have linked a previous video on Tina by Susie Q. Grimm. I've also linked the Justice for Tina Marie Finley Facebook page. And what do you think happened to Tina? And do you have any memories of her? If you do, please share them in the comments. We would love to hear them. Thank you.